Good morning and welcome to this edition of Pronoia Mornings. As you can see, it's a little later in the day, which means that RJ didn't make his workout this morning. This morning usually I do master swim on Thursdays, and then I provide you with a really cool view of the Columbia River instead of the Yakima River over there flowing into the Columbia. But I do have those days where I'm a little meh, and how do we get through those days? It starts with your morning routine, and if you miss out on your morning routine, the best way to get on the right track and start over is to not only do your affirmations and affirm yourself of who you're becoming and what you want to be so you can take those steps in order to become that person, but also forgive yourselves for the things that you may have missed or you may have done wrong. So I know that I always say if I'm feeling down and terrible about myself, man, you did this so poorly, or you made this mistake, it's like, I'm sorry, I love you, please forgive me. If you continue to say that to yourself over and over, just let it go. There's also an EFT tapping technique that I heard from Jack Canfield that works really well, also in pain suppression or release of pain, because it taps into your emotional system. But this week it was a little bit more emotional. I didn't know what it was about, but it's been building up, and I just taken some time off yesterday to go ahead and feel, to kind of lean into it and feel what's going on and why I'm feeling the way that I do. So it's a good idea to take that time instead of always being distracted and feel how you're feeling and why, not necessarily why you're feeling that, because I didn't figure out why it was, but I knew what I was feeling. And so I just leaned into it and went through the feeling and made sure that was taken care of so it didn't continue to build up and affect the things that I do and the situations that I put myself in, or react in a way that I wouldn't feel I needed to if I wasn't aligned properly with what I'm looking to do and accomplish. So I hope that this is you today, that instead of feeling the meh, you can get on the right track, you can stick to your morning routine. And if you don't, and if you have those problems or issues, that you don't just stop and say, well, it was a good try, I guess I'm just going to give up. That you continue to pursue, you continue to go through. There's a lot of high achievers that say the one thing that you should do is focus. So focus is key, number one, but also don't give up. I think that's what Trump says, and his famous quotes, or if you look into it, his basic idea is don't ever give up. So even though you're starting off the week like myself, a little bit meh, a little maybe feeling less motivated, you're skipping a couple workouts, forgive yourself, get back on track, and let's make it a great rest of the week starting into our weekend. So you can always start somewhere. Just go ahead and reevaluate what you're doing and push through, and you'll get there. Don't ever give up. I'm RJ Lang, and it's not what I say or do, but the way I assist in making you feel that you're going to remember.